People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Okay, here's some nostalgia. No, this is nostalgia. Hello everybody and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer and I'm joined by my two favorite Wednesday show hosts, Jen T. Maxey.
Hello.
And Terry D. Mantis.
He's back. He's back.
Oh no, run for your lives. How you doing, Jen?
I'm good. I'm still deciding whether or not this avatar clashes with my flag, and I think it kind of does.
Kind of a pink and red. It's a mood. You're setting a mood.
I like the little monocle because, like, when you were missing, I was like, you know, it makes it look like I'm looking for you.
Unfortunately, I can't do anything about the flag. That's Canada has to make that choice, not me.
True. It's all good. It's one of, I don't normally care about colors clashing. It's just then I start talking and I see it.
I don't think Terry's going to care. How you doing, Terry?
I'm all right. A little tired, but not as tired as I was yesterday.
It wouldn't be a show if you weren't tired, man. Come on.
That's true. I mean, I've got to be consistent.
Well, before we get to the topics, why don't we see who's joined us in both chats?
Alrighty. So, over on Rumble, we have JB. We have Jack Gunsky. So we should have ended the stream before it even started.
Should not even started the stream.
Yeah. We have Blue-Eyed Screen. Scroll. Mr. Yes joined us over on Rumble. Scrolling. The black man ruined the neighborhood by joining Rumble as well. So he did have TUES join us. And that might be everyone. I think that's everyone. Oh, did I mention Kefki? If I didn't mention Kefki's there. I think that's everyone. Apologies if I missed you.
Tira said in chat that some of the icons, some of the avatars are out of alignment. I know about that. Because I hadn't used my PC for a while, a couple updates got through that I didn't want to get through, and they kind of screwed my screens up. So I have to realign them. They're working well, but they're just not aligned. So I'm just not going to worry about it now. I didn't have time before the show to really put any effort into it. I was late again because that's who I am now.
I don't mind.
Maybe after the stream, or maybe tomorrow, I'll get them all lined back up again. But don't worry about it. Thank you for letting me know, though. Go ahead, Jen.
I kind of like being an oddball, though.
Yeah. And Misty Yes's 300 is the maximum XP without super chats on YouTube chat. So there you go. That's what we're striving for.
No one's going to say anything about John Wick? Nobody?
About what?
Awesome. John Wick. You didn't hear the beginning of the show?
Oh, I haven't seen John Wick.
No, I'm not talking about that. I played this sounder at the beginning of the show.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
You didn't hear me play that earlier?
Right. No, I heard it. I just didn't know what it was. I just thought it was...
You didn't know what that was? That's Keanu Reeves. It's John Wick.
Well, I mean, I know now. As soon as he said it was John Wick, it's like, okay, well, I guess that's what it is.
I'm thinking I'm back.
Terry hasn't seen it though, so like I haven't seen all of them either. I've seen. I
can't be held responsible for your lack of
No, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying. I had no idea what that was.
Go watch the damn movie, man. It's a great movie.
Can I confess to something though for just a few seconds? I thought that was Adam Sandler.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Blue Ice Cream says, you made it. That's the most important, Hammer. Yeah. I am probably in better spirits than I've been in a while, because doing the show for a couple of years, you know, you have to you want to be entertaining. You want to keep doing what you've been doing and all that kind of stuff. But when you get even if it's a not planned break for 2 months, not really doing the show, I did that one in between there for one night, but when you
Yes.
get that break, you get to come back with a little bit fresher mind, a little bit more on the ball, a little bit more witty. So yeah, we'll see what happens. That could last, 2 shows, and I'm back to the way I was before. Thanks, Rotten.
Yeah, no more nurse chasing.
No,
I never really chased nurses because most of my nurses were men anyway. So it's like,
and as
where-
I
Oh,
said,
that
it's
would
not my
be a
place
little
to
gay.
judge.
Yeah.
where's all the women at? It's like,
Yeah.
jeez. But it was being sick sucks. There's no two ways around that. But
Yeah.
the hospital that I'm in is like no other I've ever seen before. I know friends who gone to the VA and have other hospitals. I forget the name of the other big hospital in the south of the United States, but Geisinger is state of the art, and their people are really, really, truly caring people. I didn't have any real problems with anybody I worked with, even doctors. They were sitting there saying, "Well, you need to take this pill." Why? Well, because I decided that this is best for what you're doing. Why is it the best? What does this pill do? And these guys were like answering all my questions. They weren't offended. They were explaining to me in detail. Well, this medication does this. And the reason it has to do this is because you have this, this, and this. And you've seen this on before when you did this, and you remember when that happened? That's why you have to take this, because this prevents that from happening again. You don't want to have that happen again. So they were like present.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't really see that very much in most medical. The people get offended right away. Because I'm the doctor. You better fucking take what I tell you to take. That's what you usually get. So.
Well, that's why I don't like doctors.
And,
one of the reasons.
And believe it or not, the food was actually pretty good. I wouldn't say you get used to it. It's just that food outside of a hospital is taste turned to 20. Inside the hospital, they turn the taste down. Less salt, less sugar. Not no sugar, not no salt, but less. And you get used to it. Pretty soon the meals are like, oh, this is fucking delicious. I'm going to eat the fuck out of this. So.
That's why I was saying you should talk to the hospital, get them to sign up on DoorDash.
Yeah. Americans are not going to do that. Getting used to it
don't
for
know
me,
until you try.
Changing my palate and getting used to that food took a little while. And people are just not, they're going to buy this and say, this is terrible. There's no taste to this at all. Bleh. So, but once you're in there for a period of time and you have to eat it 3 times a day, and it's the only thing you're going to get, you can't get any other food. Pretty soon you're like, well, this chicken broth is amazing. It's chicken broth. Chicken broth is never amazing, but you get used to it there and it tastes fantastic.
It's kind of, sorry, go ahead, Terry.
No, I was going to say, I think you get used to the salt and the sugar, but like food tastes more like food the less you like add to it. So if you get used to the natural taste of food, you probably will like it more than the over salted, over sugared food that you usually get.
It's also one of the failings when it comes to westernized foods. And it's not everything. Like, you really shouldn't blanket everything, because honestly, you got to read what you're eating. But a lot of the stuff that we eat, when you break it down, a lot of it does have sodium in it. So you get used to the sodium. Sodium actually has this ability of actually burning your taste buds a little bit. And over time, you don't realize it's been doing it. And it's something that you really have to watch out for as you get older, because you're going to lose, there's a good chance that you're going to lose your taste buds anyway. Salt and sugar is it's the first thing you'll notice is that you start wanting to eat more salty and sweet, because you're losing your ability to taste. So it's kind of one of the reasons why they're obviously have some salt, don't have no salt, but reducing it is, you will notice more flavors. I also just check for seasonings that don't have salt in the first place, because you don't need a lot of salt. You actually just need seasoning. Spices.
I just eat whatever's in the microwave dinner. I don't pay any attention to the helping
That's
to make it.
okay. That's
It's like,
okay. You know, those microwave dinners are usually made like some of those programs. I don't know which one you're on, but some of them are, you know, they look like they have valid chefs. So, you know.
No. It's like I will say whatever they've put in it is what I'm gonna eat, and then if I find myself craving salt, I can just go buy some popcorn, stuff my face with popcorn. There you go, lots of salt, and then go back to eating whatever's in the microwave dinners. So, yeah.
There's an even cheaper version. Noodles, ramen noodles. That's just a fucking boatload of salt, and it's in a little cup. You know, just put some water in, and there you go. And it's much more than popcorn.
Yeah. I'm just saying that, like, I can walk for like 2 minutes and be at the corner shop which sells popcorn. I haven't even looked to see if they sell like cup of noodle soup thingy.
Yeah.
I'd still do like the ramen, but like one of the things that I do more of when I make it, and I could probably hear Satsu in the back of my mind cheering me on, I just put a little bit more effort into it. So like if I'm making one for my brother and I, yes, I'm using probably 2 packs because it's 2 people. I will do something like stir fry my vegetables first, you know, add a little bit more texture to it, make it a little bit better. Sometimes, like if I make it a full meal, I'll pre-cook some pork loin or like pork steaks and put it on, make it an actual meal. And just that little bit of extra effort to that noodle soup, it's better with the salt because you're adding vegetables to it. A lot of Asian places will actually have like pickled vegetables with it because it breaks down the salt.
Okay.
It's not like you don't know, you know, when you realize that they're telling you, yeah, there's a lot of salt in there. You should eat something else with it to help reduce the salt and don't eat it all the time.
Red Feather says, do I put Vegemite on my popcorn? No, but if someone else put Vegemite on the popcorn, I would still eat it.
Oddly enough, if you did it with the right like amount, you'd get something that's kind of like a popcorn pretzel.
Yeah. No, I like Vegemite. Obviously, it's a very polarizing substance. But no, I mean, I like it. If someone sold Vegemite covered popcorn, I would eat it.
No, but if somebody figured out the right amount to get like a popcorn that tastes like pretzels, they'd probably make a lot of money.
Yeah, probably. And we have the next 6 minutes joining us in chat. So hello,
hey, 60.
I haven't greeted anybody at all.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I should say something or not.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just gonna keep waiting and waiting and waiting until you did.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was what was going on.
Just listening.
Like, should I be sneaky and sneak by, or should I greet people? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Terry went first. Now it's your turn.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's good to kind of let it go because, you know, then I have a million people to say hello to. Hi, Terry.
Hello.
Hi, Hannah.
Hello.
Hi, Terry. Hope you're doing well. Hi, tall person. Hi, Jack. I know we discussed this, but, you know, we can't end the stream now. We're already like halfway through it. Hi, JB. Hi, Rotten. Hi, Keep It Damn. Hi, Blue Eyed Scream. I got people outside. Hi, my car. They're like, who is this weirdo? The Blake Star. Hello. Hey, we got Green. Hi, Green Badger. We got Red. Hi, Red. I saw you earlier on Alex's stream. Hi, Six. I should pronounce that better. I do have neighbors outside who might not understand me. And I think that came to the end. Yeah.
Yep, that's
cool.
Yee. You actually want to go over the topics, or you just want to skip it?
Sure. Let's cover the topics.
Yes.
Okay. Not great topics tonight. The 3 political ones. I didn't really have time to do a thorough search. These caught my eye, so I was like, good enough. Filed. That is, Bondi briefed Trump that his name is on the Epstein's list. Ooh. Russia sat on intel of Hillary's heavy tranquilizer use, and quit. FEMA rescue chief resigns due to Texas flood response.
And you wanted me to mention the WNBA as well.
Let's talk about it.
I think it's hilarious. They're saying, pay us what we deserve. And they're like, if you're campaigning for a pay cut, I am all for it.
That's what's going to happen. If the people running the WNBA are smart, they're going to gather all the coaches and key players from all the teams. You know, they'll get Fever, they'll get Hull and Caitlin Clark in there along with their coach. Sit everybody down in a small auditorium and say, look, you want to get paid what you're worth? Okay, we're going to end subsidies by the NBA. You'll now owe us money to play.
Yeah. I saw on Twitter, I don't know if it's true, but they said the WNBA loses $50 million a year, which makes it the most profitable women's league in America.
Yeah, that's true. The deal here is that if you want money, you have to generate it. You have to put butts in the seats for expensive tickets, and they're not doing either one. The only team that's consistently filling out the auditoriums that they're playing at is the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever is the only team that's putting butts in seats, and for good money too, because they have Caitlin Clark. She's a fucking star.
See, I've heard the name. I know zero things about. No, I know one thing about Caitlin Clark, which is that for some reason she gets assaulted a lot during games. Like they just like shove her and push her over.
Yeah,
and try and
to their own detriment. Because if she's a star, she's going to be pulling in money. Anytime you play the Fever, you're going to get half. So suddenly your people who are playing are going to get more money. So why would you rough her up? It doesn't make any sense. Well, I know why. She's white and she's straight. The WNBA is predominantly black and predominantly lesbian.
She also gets targeted a lot by all of them, and it's kind of clear that whoever's coaching her or whoever's above is like telling her to take it.
No, that's not true. Her coach is very vocal. She called out the referees several times, but Caitlin is the one who's decided that she's just going to take it. That the way that she's going to respond to these is not by punching somebody. She's going to respond by triple doubles. She's going to perform and make people look stupid, and she's doing it. And it's even more exciting when she plays against, was it the New York Liberty? I don't remember who the Angel. You ever heard of Angel Reese?
Yeah. She's actually pretty.
They have a little.
I'm not gonna know. Oh, I thought she is.
No, not from a men's perspective. But
I mean, I think she's a nasty person.
I agree with you. That's most of it. But just looking at her, I don't like her face. So that's that. But the deal is that Angel Reese is called her out like somehow she's as important as Caitlin Clark, and she's simply not. Her record, the only record she really has is rebounds. And it's become a point now where they don't even the people who are officiating games don't call them rebounds. They call them me-bounds, because she gets the rebound because she shot and missed. Then she shoots and misses again, and then she shoots and misses again because she keeps getting rebounds. And then she puts one in after 3 or 4 tries. She finally gets in. There's a guy, I don't know where the link is, but you can find it on Twitter. There's a guy who just does nothing but dog Angel Reese. And it's coming in parts. He's on like part 55. And the vocals are what gets me. I can't do it, but I'll try as close as I can. He'll say, Angel Reese, part 47, let's get it. Here's a pass. Funny that it went out of bounds and not sent to anybody that was important. You know, here's a rebound. Nope, didn't go in. Oh, there's a me bound. Nope, that didn't go in. You know, look at they call her a baby giraffe because she can't jump. You know, he says, baby giraffe. She's pure as butter. Butter. What kind of butter? Butter pecan. You know? And every time she misses, he goes, bang! And hopefully I didn't get too loud. I turned away from the microphone to do that. So if you get a chance to watch the little short, if it comes up on your feed, it is hilarious the way he dogs her. I can't, like I said, I can't do it. And even now, even saying I can't do it, I can hear you guys laughing, but he's much better than me.
most of her attention comes from her bullying of Caitlyn, like flat out.
That's why people hate her. But when she says, I play just as good as her, and you watch her play, she plays like shit. She does stupid things. She'll be at the 3-point distance, and she'll take one step forward to no longer be in 3-point and then throw. Well, you might as well stay at the 3-point line. It's only one step back.
Yeah.
And she does it all the time. And even the guy on Twitter who I'm talking about, he points it out. Why shoot from 3 when you can shoot the same shot from 1 foot closer?
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't like people with big egos. And from what I've seen, Caitlyn does not have a big ego, and Angel Reese does. And that's that.
I don't even have a problem with people having a big ego if they can back it up. Like, if someone is like,
I still consider that person an asshole.
Sure, but like if someone says, you know, I'm fucking amazing, and then they are fucking amazing, it's like, well, I can't actually criticize you too much. You're just correct.
Right. Yeah, you're just correct, right? I don't know. I'm not much of a WMAB player, but whenever I see, is it Phoenix? I'm not sure where Caitlin Clark plays for, or not Caitlin Clark. She's on Indiana Fever. I'm not sure where Angel Reese plays for, but whenever they match up, I make sure I watch that game because the fans are like, yeah, they're all like, it's like watching an NBA game with women on it. It's crazy. The announcers are all into it. There's pushing and shoving and of everybody, not just Caitlin. But I like to watch her rub Reese's nose in it because Reese the last time they played, Caitlin got a triple-double. That's at least 10 scores, at least 10 rebounds, and at least 10 passes, or not passes, assists. That's a triple-double. Hard to get.
It sounds like it would be.
It is. Even in the NBA, it's hard to get. There's more competition there, but in the women's NBA, it's still hard to get. And she got it against Reese.
Nice.
Yeah, Reese got rebounds. She got 14 rebounds because she kept on missing and just rebounding her own shot over and over and over again. That's not talent. That's not talent.
Yeah, but that's like if this Angel Reese lady is terrible but thinks she's amazing, then I don't like that. Yeah. But like the name won't mean anything to you. But if like Justin Wong goes around saying that he's amazing at fighting games, well, he is. All right, so okay, a better example would be Punk, like a guy who calls himself Punk the God. He is. Like, he does say that he's fucking amazing at fighting games, but he is. And so it's like, yeah, I mean, sure, it's arrogant and kind of uncouth, but he's not wrong.
Yeah. I mean,
really, he can get away with it because he's actually backing up his arrogance with like being that good.
Yeah, the better man. Good as he said. The better man is a humble man.
Oh, yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, if you're going to be arrogant, I can tolerate it more if it's founded. Like if you're legitimately as good as you claim, then I can deal with the arrogance a lot more.
Yeah, if you didn't have it in the first place, it kind of just looks like petulant whining, and then like hiding behind, the black card every single time is more whining. And that, I think that's the thing that they're really mad about. A lot of the worst commentary isn't coming from the white community. I mean, some of it is, but a lot of it's coming from black Twitter.
I can't believe I'm going to have to say this to a black person, but no, not all black people look the same tier. I said Punk to God, not low tier God. I know they're both black, but they are actually different people. I'm surprised I have to explain this to a black person, but yes, Punk to God and low tier God, both black, but actually different people.
He's pulling a rabbit out of his hat now. I'm confused.
And Thierry's saying that he's gotten good at rabbit. Fight me on that. I would say depends what you mean by good. like, you're better than me, but I don't think you should go enter the Rabbit World Championships. I don't think you're that good. But I mean, I will readily admit that you're better than me at Rabbit. That's not a problem for me to admit.
Angel Reese is on the Chicago Sky. It was bugging me.
Okay.
I know it makes no difference one way or another, but it was bothering me, so I had to get out there.
I have heard of none of these teams.
You haven't heard of any of them?
No. Why would I know the names of a WNBA team?
Well, like I said,
barely
I don't
know the names of the NBA teams. I know there's the Chicago Bulls, and that's kind of it.
I know some of the players on the Fever, besides Caitlin. Obviously, she's the most popular. And I do know a few players on other teams, and I do know the names of other teams, but I just don't remember who's on which other team. Like I said, I know the New York Liberty. That's a team.
I know that the Chicago Bulls, and that's it.
Well, Liberty are the Lakers. They're the best team right now.
See, I'm imagining how Australians would really play basketball if they played basketball. And how it is you have two sides of a team, but you're tossing the ball into the basket of a kangaroo.
Yeah.
And they're totally not trying to beat your ass for it.
They can't play basketball because they can't even get the ball right. I mean, look with football. Our footballs have points. Their footballs are round. What the hell?
No, Australians use the oval footballs. We don't use round ones.
Well, the ends are rounded. Ours are pointy. I like pointy.
Okay. I don't know what American footballs look like that would make them different from regular footballs. I'll just trust you on it.
Yeah. The rugby football, Australian rules football ball is oblong, and the ends of it, where it's longest, are rounded.
Okay.
American football, the football is a little bit smaller, and the ends come to a point. It's like the old style women's brassieres used to come to a point.
Okay.
That deal. So, but I'm sure you guys have a league for professional basketball, right?
Of course, yeah. I couldn't tell you what it's called, but no, Australians love sport. We have a league for basically every major sport. The basketball's not huge, I don't think. Like rugby league / rugby union, those are probably the really big ones. There's also tennis is pretty big. Swimming is a major one. There's a lot of really good swimmers.
Surfing,
I don't think that's a sport, but
I think it is part of the Olympics, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything. The Olympics is just nonsense. But
interpretive dance is another one of your big strengths, right?
Oh yeah, breakdancing, yeah. That lady was a classic. I don't know why everyone made fun of her.
She got her 15 minutes. She's done.
Thank God for that.
I don't know. It's not like I'm a big sports person. I do like my Eagles, mostly because they just destroyed everybody last year and won the Super Bowl. So I've always liked my Eagles. I've liked the Steelers because that's the other Pennsylvania team.
Fair enough.
But I don't watch baseball almost at all. I don't really watch basketball, at least not men's, because I think that's. I watch how they play. I watch how they talk, and they're just measuring their dicks. That's all they're doing. They're not really team players. You know, look at how good I passed the ball to him so he could score. It's all about me. I don't like that in a team. The team should be like WNBA. WNBA is, we have a great team. We're working together. We can see when people are doing things, and we can anticipate because we've been working so well together for such a long time.
And Hey Camel in chat says there's a lot of things in the Olympics that aren't sports. At best, they're activities. Yeah, no, I agree.
Is golf in the? I don't think golf is in the Olympics, is it?
I have no idea. I haven't paid attention to the Olympics in a very long time.
Because believe it or not, I consider things like golf and NASCAR to be sports, because you must use your body in a very specific, disciplined way to get results. And I think that's enough to qualify for a sport.
I mean, golf and NASCAR. Yeah, I could. I mean, I could definitely see golf. Golf seems like a sport to me. NASCAR kind of less so, but I don't know.
Well, the thing with that I find important when it comes to NASCAR is the amount of work they have to do to put themselves in a position to tolerate, 8 hours or 6 hours or whatever kind of race they're doing behind the wheel, and maintain their discipline and concentration throughout that. I mean,
See, for me, I think to be a sport, it has to be a more athletic activity. Like, not just you need to be in good shape to do it, but like running around or physically exerting yourself to play the game. Not just the activity puts a physical toll on you. You are exerting like energy, like swinging a cricket bat and running, or like tackling or whatever, swimming. Those feel more sporty than driving.
poll is out, folks. Go ahead, pick your favorite.
I should clarify. I'm not using a dictionary definition here. This is gut feeling on what feels like a sport.
Sure,
So,
your opinion.
In case there's someone who's going to actually me, I'm not claiming this is the definition. This is, in my mind, what constitutes a sport.
Yeah, your opinion.
Yeah,
it's perfectly valid. Perfectly valid.
Red Feather says, "What about pool?" No, pool's a game. It's not a sport.
Yeah. But I think billiards is in the Olympics, isn't it?
Yeah, but that comes back to what Camel was saying.
Yeah.
There's lots of things in the Olympics that aren't sports.
I mean, they haven't invented the one where we jump into a volcano yet.
Yes.
Piece of
sacrifice, everyone's favorite sport.
Piece of gauze.
Joe versus the volcano.
Yeah.
If anybody doesn't realize that Smash Mouth was the music for tonight, because they weren't in Rumble like they're supposed to be. The poll is up. You have All Star, Walking on the Sun, I'm a Believer, and one more that I can't see on my screen. Can't Get Enough.
Yes.
So pick your favorite, and we'll close the show with that.
And Red Feather says they should add axe throwing. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. I'm for that.
There are some competitions out there that are like lumberjack stuff, where you have a chainsaw and you have to cut like 5 discs at a specific width in a specific amount of time. Whoever does it quickly the first is, or
cool.
You put spikes on the inside of your arches for your feet, skinny up a tree, and use an axe to cut the top off. And you're timed. So there's lumberjack stuff. Even the spinning wood, where you get two guys on a hunk of tree trunk and they try to spin each other off. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. No, I mean that stuff like that could be entertaining to watch. I'm not a sports enjoyer, but maybe for like 5 minutes I could watch someone climb a tree and swing an axe.
It's kind of cool because they really get their ass up there quick. It's like
I bet they do.
I couldn't even get myself a foot off the ground. These guys go bump, 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 and they're 30 feet in the air like it was nothing. They're all huge. They're all huge because they have huge legs to get them up the tree, and then they have huge arms to swing the axe.
Yeah,
pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, and just seeing Camel in chat reminded me of the Russian slap fights that him and Johnny used to watch on their stream. I just think it's hilarious that that's even a thing that exists.
It's funny to watch because it's just a matter of time before someone gets knocked the fuck out.
Oh yeah, there was this one guy, Vasily something or other. I forget his name, but he was like, oh yeah, the whole thing was Russian. It was like Russian slap fights. But he was He's like the champion. He would smack them and they would just fly. They'd be like sent reeling, and then like they'd slap him and he's just like, he'd like take it and like not even flinch. And then he'd slap the shit out of them and they'd be knocked into next weekend. It's like, that was very funny.
True talent. What do you do for a living? I slap other people.
Yeah. And Mr. Yes's new South Park is out tonight. Kevin actually sent me the trailer for the new season. So yes, apparently that's happening. If you're a South Park fan and you have access to, I believe, Comedy Central or Paramount Plus, then you can watch that. I cancelled my subscription to Paramount Plus because I was not using it at all.
Oh, I think I knew who I was talking to. Somebody came by my house today and wanted to talk to me, and I think he got the wrong date. He came today, and I do dialysis today, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think he was supposed to be here tomorrow, so maybe he realized he made a mistake. But my security cameras caught him. But it's kind of weird because he didn't drive up in a car. He walked up to the house. So it's been in the back of my mind. I'm sorry, I'm changing the topic of the conversation, but you guys want to chat about this? Anything in the topics?
So Trump is in the Epstein files. That's what was it Pam Bondi was saying?
Pam Bondi told him, supposedly. He was told that he was. I can only assume that Bondi would be the person who knew. The headline on CNN, remember, some of these headlines come from questionable resources.
Yeah.
Bondi briefed Trump that his name was in Epstein's files. That's the exact quote from CNN.
You mean the files that don't exist?
Right. The one that has people in jail for doing something that can't be.
For trafficking children to nobody. Yeah.
That's the biggest conspiracy theory now. People can't get off of it. And Trump saying stuff like, "Why are you even looking at this stuff? It's useless. It doesn't matter. It's just bullshit."
Yeah, that does not make him look good.
Yeah, it just makes it worse. But, hey,
I mean,
build the wall.
I don't think he's on the list. I know you complained about people saying it too often, but I genuinely do think that if he was, the Democrats would have plastered it all over the place.
No, they wouldn't, because they're on the list too.
No, but I think they would have like a sacrificial lamb. They'd be like, pick one guy.
Can't do that in the U.S. If you say you're officially on the list, Trump gets the option to sue. And once he gets an option to sue, anybody on that list gets exposed to everyone. So you can't do that in the States. It's called discovery.
Yeah, well, I'm used to. It's called corruption.
Yeah. Well,
so, I mean,
of all the things to worry about, I don't really give too much of a fuck about Epstein. I understand what happened. I understand the process, and there's children's well-being that is in play here. I understand that, but build the fucking wall. You know, export everybody back to their home countries.
Definitely,
definitely who are illegal. Do those things. Epstein, fuck it. I don't give a fuck about Epstein. It's in the past. It's already happened. All you can do now is trying to find people to prosecute for it.
Yeah, I think anything that involves kids is always going to be a sensitive issue. That's why this has stuck around as long as it has. If there wasn't the child abuse, I don't think people would care. Like if Epstein was just a creep who had sex with 22-year-olds.
I also think there's a certain number of people out there who are using, please think of the children as a reason to go after Trump.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, so, they're always going to do that.
There's that.
Yeah. When somebody please think of the children is like the thing that
they don't actually care about the children, but they want to use
that. No. It's Red Feather says, I feel like they would have brought it up one of the times he was running for office. Yeah, I mean, if Hammer's saying that they would have outed everyone, then maybe not. Because I was thinking they could just have a sacrificial lamb and be like, I don't know Democrat politics, but like, Steve, sorry man, you're going to jail for 20 years. We're putting the Epstein thing on you. So then he will reveal himself to be on the list and like give up his freedom to also take down Trump is the kind of thing I was expecting that they would do. If
this is what Trump was talking about before when it came to taxes. He was going after Hillary, saying, she says, this man doesn't pay his taxes. And he says, like, that's because I'm smart. You're the person who was able to close loopholes in the taxes, and you didn't do it. And the reason you didn't do it, because all your friends are using the same loopholes I am.
Yes.
This is the same thing. He's on the list. They're on the list. If you expose him, you end up exposing everybody through discovery. So they're not going to go after him for that. But that does kind of explain why they impeached him, because they wanted to get him for something he did that was really bad or potentially really bad. We don't know for sure. So they went after him for petty things that they made stick. So.
And Red Feather says, meanwhile, they love abortion. Yeah, the left does seem pretty keen on killing babies. I've never fully understood the appeal, but no, that's empowering to women, according to the left.
Democrats are a death cult. If they don't kill you when you're a baby, they castrate you when you're older.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's why so many people are so upset with the Epstein thing. It's not even Epstein. Like, you're not wrong. The story itself is old. It's the part where, like, if you could take Trump out of it, because, like, I'm sorry, sir, like, I don't doubt some people that went to that island might actually just be innocent people who went to the island. But it's the part where you go from Epstein Island to Diddy. Diddy is now walking, at least for that shit. That's where people are actually frustrated with the Epstein file. It's the part where you know that they are off somewhere on some new island, still pulling this shit while they do their stupid deals behind everybody's door, because that's what it's for. That's what the pedoism is for.
I think the thing that makes it really, really bad for Trump is he was like getting everyone hyped for the release of the list, and then he just immediately turned around and said, "What list? What are you fucking talking about? You're still talking about Epstein?" Ugh. It's like, well, you're the one who turned him into a big deal. Like, but that's why it looks so weird and suspicious.
But going back to what Hammer said too, like, that's actually part of the reason why I do want them to kick out a lot of these people who are here illegally. Because as much as the left is like, oh, well, we care about kids now because it might be something we could throw at Trump. No, a lot of that border wall argument is about the child trafficking. It is about that. We're tired of that too. Stop it. Like, stop ruining everybody's lives just because you want to make money off the back of pretending to be moral. You're just a bunch of assholes. They're just a bunch of assholes.
Well, I think the reason for the mass immigration and like the turning a blind eye to illegal immigration is because of the declining birth rates. And because Social Security is such a Ponzi scheme, if you don't have constant influx of new people, either through birth or immigration, it will collapse. And they're just willing to destroy the country to stop Social Security from collapsing, and this is where you end up. And apparently Mr. Yes can't say Epstein. Well, he said it in that one chat, but apparently he's been being censored. Google is Google. If they don't want you to say it, not much you can do.
Yeah, it's YouTube too. I mean, not just Google, it's YouTube specifically that really censors hard. I don't really care because what are they going to do? Take away our money? What money?
Yes, yeah.
They're making money off of us anyway. That's one of the
reasons I'm glad I don't make any money from streaming and will not accept money for streaming.
I'm considering opening a StreamYard account, but I really haven't gotten any real oomph behind it. It's just that people keep asking me. I'm like, no, I don't. No, I don't. I appreciate the people who want to donate to me. That's great. You know, I'm hosting a show that's free for everybody. I don't see why you would want to pay anybody for that. So,
well, no, I mean, for me, as soon as I accept a single penny from streaming, it becomes a job, not a hobby. And I don't want this to be a job.
Now, from my perspective, I have to open up another account and a name that's not associated directly with me. So that's the hassle. And then when I do, there's a good chance that as you're donating to, or people, if they decide they want to donate to it and I read the donations, I'll probably never go into that account. It'll just sit there getting more money. I'm not even going to bother with it, because what am I going to do? What I would likely do if that actually did that would be at Christmas time, find out where everybody lives and send them a check. That's probably what I would do.
Yeah, I mean, with Minions, it does become very tricky because there's so many people.
This would just be hosts. So, and reject. Just the founder and the hosts would get money from us.
Even so, I think it'd get messy because you get people saying, "Well, my show has like 15 people and his only has 13. I should get more money," and then you get a whole bunch of arguing over.
I don't think anybody in our group is like that. I don't think any host is, because right now they're getting $0. So if they get any dollars, they're going to be happy. I don't think they're going to say, "Well, I get more, so I should get more." I just don't see anybody in our group like that.
Well, I mean, money changes people. I didn't think my auntie would not sue me, but demand $50,000 out of my grandfather's estate before she would sign to allow it to settle. But she did, and she got her money. Money changes people. Money makes people rather unpleasant.
Well, that's a different number than, $4.73.
It is, but if Minions started getting popular and say there was $100 and someone else was getting $150, it's like, or felt that they deserved more.
You're mixing something up here. This is not Minions. This is me.
Oh yeah. Well, if they're giving money specifically to you, then
I can do whatever the fuck I want with it. Is what it comes down to. So if I want to give it to other Minions, then you can take your $4.73 and be happy. I don't care what you're drawing down.
If they're giving the money directly to you and not to Minions, then it's your money.
Yeah, we're never. I'll tell you right now. Anybody who's listening out there, and you guys, Minions will never ever monetize ever. I'll quit. I'm sure Anna would too. Reject would too. So we would shut down the channel before it got to that point.
Yeah.
We're just never going to do it.
If people are giving money directly to you, then you can do whatever the hell you want with it. You can throw a birthday party, or you can give it to.
We're just an old people version of a drama party. We're not a YouTube corporation.
No, that's a big thing for us, is no drama. So. But
I don't mean drama isn't like drama. I mean isn't like a group of people who come into, do their own little skits and their own little thing. Yeah.
See, I could, if it's coming to me, I could just turn around and give it all to Reject, because this is her channel. And I wouldn't get any money if I wasn't here on her channel doing this. So, but just to reassure anybody who has any concerns about this, or what they've heard from other hosts or other people in chat or any of that kind of stuff, Minions, you have my word. Minions will never monetize their channel, ever.
Yeah, and I think that's a good decision.
Me and Reject have talked about this several times. Trust me on this. Is not something that we've taken lately. And she is even more adamant than I am.
Good.
She's almost threatened me personally. She says, if you tell anybody that we should, or even portray that that's something that we could do, or we should do, or what we want to do, she says, I'll end the channel today.
Yeah. No, so, I'm on board with that, especially with so many Minions being attached to the channel. No. But JB says money. Terry is right. With money involved, it becomes a job. Yeah. If people are paying you, then there's an obligation to those people, and I don't want that obligation. I want this to be fun. I don't want this to be work.
On the other hand, I could take that money and put it towards a new microphone. And I could do whatever I want.
Of course. So. Yeah. Because I remember Gutenberg wanted to give me money. I think he wanted to give me like $50, and it's like, nope. I will not accept. I will not give you any means with which to donate to me. I appreciate the gesture, but no, thank you.
For the record, we're not saying that people who have their own individual channels can't do that kind of stuff. It's just like because there's so many of us involved. Like that would break up. Like a lot of times, everybody here is right. It's like what Terry was saying, what Hammer was saying. It really would break up friendships. Like,
yeah,
it just does, because, you know, some people don't like to admit that, yeah, they're looking for a means to make money. But like, if you're going to do that, it is better to set up your own channel, because that way you discuss money with your friends outside of it. That's your own business, you know. But like, no, we just come here to talk shit, you know. Like, at best, we apologize if we said something that got us in the no box, you know. But other than that, we're all just like, yeah, we just like to hang out here and
yeah. I'm going to make the point again that in realistic terms, if someone's donating to me with StreamYards, they're probably sending me $5, and it's probably going to happen 3 times a year. So at the end of a year, I'll be able to give, if I wanted to, all the other minions 43 cents each.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be any big arguments over, oh, I should get more than 43. I should get 47 cents. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
No, that's not going to happen. I'm just saying that in principle, that is the thing that will cause problems if it starts getting to money that matters. If, like I said, if it came to like $100 and someone's like, well, I get more views than him, I should get $130.
Yeah.
He should only get $80.
I mean, you're starting with a bad initial thought that it would ever be $100. It's never going to be that.
No. But like, it could be like theoretically really possible.
It's theoretically possible, but it's a 1 in a billion option.
Yeah. But like, let's say for some absurd reason, Asmongold says, hey, everyone, check out the minions of the zoo. They're awesome. And we end up with 20,000 people. Yeah.
Or 20, even 20. I'll take 20. That's nice too.
Yeah. But like, if in the fantasy universe where that happens, we could be talking about significant money. That's why I'm saying the same principle that applies to 43 cents applies to $4,300. And so if don't set the precedent that you're giving away money, because that's going to cause fights.
I understand your point, but it's not realistic in our world, because there is no way to monetize. It's never going to be monetized from the channel, and that's where most people send money to. They send it to the channel. It would have to go to me, and that prevents minions from ever having that discussion. They can't say, well, you know, they're donating money to the channel, because they're not. They're donating money to me. And I think, like you've said and agreed with me, I make the decisions about money that come in my own pockets. So
yeah, of course.
So we're isolated. We're isolated. It's never going to happen.
If they're giving money to you, then I don't care. You can do whatever you want with it.
That's actually where I was going to jump in, because Mr. Yes was asking about whether or not it's okay if people get paid through alternative means. So I'm only addressing this because I know that Kefki has a couple of times on her channel, and it is outside of minions when she's doing it. Like, it's kind of implied that it's going to her own Streamlabs. Huh. But it's donations from friends like Chaos's girlfriend, and friends that she has, and it's really meant towards helping her out because she has medical problems. It's one of those things where that's why we don't want to have money really directed at the channel, because we understand that some of us have certain needs. It's not involving all of us, right. Kefki wanting to get she needs to get a better chair because her whole physical body is hurting because of her chair, and so sometimes she gets a little bit of help from Eve and them, and yes, she does get them on the stream, but that's more to do with Kefki than anything else, because she's derpy. Flat out, she hears this, she's gonna be like, Jen, why are you saying it? But no, she is. So it's kind of better to get her attention when you've got her flat out paying attention to something.
Well, that falls in directly with General Order Number 1. Our prime directive is, of all the things that are important in our channel, the first thing is you have autonomy of your night. You can do what you want. If you want to set up a StreamYards and take donations, go right ahead, because it has no impact on minions itself. It's just you. So you can do that if you want, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't really plan on doing it because I haven't really got that many requests. I'm really obviously not very interesting. But you can argue with me if you want. You don't have to just sit there and listen. Anyway, even people in chat are not trying to do anything that you feel better. Fine, fuck you. But yeah, I mean, when it really comes down to it, is it worth my time to set it up? No.
Yeah.
No, it's not worth my time. So
Yeah.
hopefully everybody's clear about that. That if a person running a stream, a host, decides they want to do something for themselves, that they take money for themselves, that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's true for everybody.
I don't care about that.
The only thing we've ever done when it comes to the channel is in our description. If we find a cause that's worthy, we'll put a link in our description for it. But it doesn't go to the channel; it goes to that person's link.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you want to give money to a specific host, I don't care. That's their money then. My only objection was giving it to Minions, because Minions becoming monetized would cause problems in my mind.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's always been particular to whatever YouTuber you're watching. Like Scribe still doesn't, like, yes, he accepts donations, but he doesn't keep the money. Like he has the belief, well, he has a job and he really is just doing it as a hobby.
Yeah. He donates he donates it to St. Jude and then publishes the receipt. Yeah.
You know, I don't trust charities. So like I wouldn't even do what Scribe does. I wouldn't monetize and then give away the money. I'd be like, nope, no money. No.
Well, sometimes he helps out personal friends too. Like I know he helped direct some funds towards Moonshock and Angela's medical needs. You know, when Moonshock was, you know, so
very nice of him.
You know, sometimes he can do stuff like that, and yeah, I get what you're saying. Like sometimes I don't want to donate to places where I'm like, yeah, I don't know what they do with their money, but you know, if it helps out, you know,
I would give $100 to Moonshock's cancer treatment well before I would give $100 to random charity that says we give money to cancer research.
I wish I had enough money to just send him $100 to wear that pirate patch.
Yeah. No, like I'm not going to donate. I'm not going to donate to any charities. But if someone has an individual cause, like Moonshock, like Angela, and I want to help them out directly, then sure, I'll do that. But I'm not going to give money to a charity so that a third of the money, if I'm lucky, maybe sometimes gets to the director of the hospital instead of like the actual research department. No, that's stupid.
YouTube's acting a little funny. I said, okay, end the poll. And I just sat here for a good minute while we were talking before it finally ended it. Walking on the Sun took the lead in this one. I was not expecting that. I thought All-Star, probably because it's overplayed, didn't get the first place. So Walking on the Sun's a good song.
Yeah. Quite a convincing win too. 42%. Next best was 26.
There's got to be a way to play some of this music on YouTube without getting a strike.
Yes, good luck.
But then you take away the incentive for being on Rumble. Yeah.
Well, I think the incentive to being on Rumble is an extra half hour of content.
And we can say whatever the fuck we want over there.
Also true.
And also, like, given the fact they can't vote for it in the first place, once they voted for it on YouTube, we could just play the flat out song on Rumble.
Good. I could probably make that happen.
I mean, at least while we can on Rumble. I mean, someday they'll be like, maybe not, but
yeah. If Rumble gets too big, then suddenly they'll start having to crack down on stuff like copyright.
Yeah. I was thinking that maybe when the poll went off and we picked whatchamacallit, I would play the instrumental version right then and there, and then close with my Friday music.
Okay.
I was thinking about that too, but we'll see what happens. I just wanted to start the night off with the way things used to be, with the old intro and stuff like that. And I, of course, fucked that up. But I really wanted to bring in the this is how we used to do it, so people get a more comfortable feeling that we're back and that we're going to be here regularly. And I don't see any health issues coming up. I'm getting better and better every day.
Excellent. So, keep doing that.
Yeah, I like it. So I got a full appetite. I'm eating regular food. I have a good handle on when I'm dizzy and when I'm having problems, what I can do to fix them and stuff like that. I have a process down for everything that's challenged me. So I've put pieces in place. When I'm at dialysis and I leave dialysis, I go to dialysis on a wheelchair, because dialysis makes me stand up for a period of time before I can sit down and take the dialysis. I can't stand for a long time, so I have to have a wheelchair. But the van that takes me to dialysis, our wheelchair allowable. So they will come up to your front door and pull you down to the van and put you in their van as long as you have a wheelchair. If you use a walker, that's not true. But if you have a wheelchair, they will. And I don't have to push myself back up the driveway. They'll pull me back up the driveway backwards because it's easier that way. So cool. All of these things put into place make everything possible. So I'm in a good place. I'm just going to keep getting better as far as I can see.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm happy boy. Didn't mean to turn the light back on myself like that, but
no, that's good. I think everyone is glad to hear that you're getting better. No one was happy with you being in hospital, even if the food was good. I think people would prefer that you be healthy and out of the hospital.
Keyberdam's yelling at me.
Make it I think it's too late to worry about your volume now if there ever was a problem.
Yeah, I'm going to replace the microphone. I think I mentioned this on Rumble that the microphone I'm using is very heavy on my arm and it keeps making my arm fall. So, I need to replace this microphone with a state-of-the-art SM7B. It wasn't an 11, it was 7, SM7B, which is a much lighter microphone, and I won't have problems with my arm anymore. And it'll be much nicer. You'll hear me more like this when I'm talking on an SM7B. So it won't sound so distant and airy like it does now. So it's not the microphone's fault. It's an incompatibility between the arm and the mic. The mic is too heavy for this arm. I can either get a stronger arm or replace the microphone. The microphone's over a year old. It's time to move on to something better.
Sounds
that's
good.
That's what I'm gonna do. Although it's gonna cost me like $400. This microphone can sound every bit as good as an SM7B. It can. If you treat it like an SM7B, it'll sound as sexy as any microphone you've ever heard. But I know that you can still hear me if I'm a little bit off of it like this. That's something I can't do with the SM7B. I'm going to have that microphone basically right on the side of my face. Yeah. So I know that, and I know that you have to do that. So it will be more money, more pain in the ass, but my microphone arm will be able to handle it much better.
Okay, well, that sounds good. Do that then.
I am. I'm going to do it. I promise. So, not that I wanted to turn the lights back on me again.
Yeah.
That's twice in a row.
We do need to wrap up though.
Yeah, it is 10:03, so we probably should get out of here, unless you guys have something else.
No, I'm good.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I probably should find the song that we're supposed to use and play that. The time got away from me. I didn't notice it was after 10.
For you too. I know we weren't really necessarily dwelling on the Aussie thing, but if you get a chance to actually watch the clip of his last concert, like it's actually something worth seeing. Okay. In case anybody in chat hasn't seen it, like he was half dead on that stage, but like the concert he put on was still amazing.
Oops.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's a long song. You can continue to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to point that out. Like, I didn't want to dwell on him either, because like I'm sad, but like I mean I didn't know the guy, so like I'm sorry for his family and stuff. But no, I saw that concert and I was just like, God, he really gave it all. Like, cheers, man.
Yeah, F for Ozzy in chat. Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and get out of here before Keyberdam comes over to my house and beats me to death. Thanks, fam, as always, for chatting with us tonight. You can't wait for the next Wednesday show. Remember, the Minions are live every evening, except Thursday, with most shows starting at 11 p.m. Eastern, with 6 days a week. Post our times are linked in the description down below. Boy, am I rusty. Don't forget about the Rumble pre-show. That stream generally starts about half an hour before YouTube. We will be back next Wednesday, and I will be here, I promise, at 9 p.m. as usual. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we'll see you again next week. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Have a good one, everybody.